Hello everyone. Today we are going to learn a bit about the community engaged learning aspect of our class. Here are the learning objectives for these videos. You'll learn that there will be 5 total community engaged learning assignments in this class. You'll be familiar with the critical concerns of the Sisters of Mercy and the universal apostolic preferences of the Society of Jesus, as well as the core values of Detroit Mercy. You will come to understand that mission is going to be integrated into the class beyond just the community engaged learning. You'll also see it show up a bit in the homework that we do. And then I want you to learn a little bit about and think a little bit about the community where we are here in Detroit and where we will be doing our community engaged learning and why it makes sense in a class like this. So, why does community engaged learning belong in a science class? From my perspective, I think it makes a lot of sense because we already should understand that science has a profound impact on our day-to-day lives and society at large, right? Probably you and I have experienced what vaccines can do for human health, right? It helps us avoid getting sick and some of the worst symptoms of getting sick. You may have also taken an over-the-counter or a prescription drug sometime in your lifetime. Those things were first discovered, and then their mechanisms of action were learned by scientists. Things that aren't maybe so biochem related, the Webb telescope, right? We're able to learn about this universe that our Earth exists in, and think about some of the materials around you right now. Maybe your phone, maybe the couch. All of these things science contributed to. Now, in the context of Detroit Mercy, ideally, in addition to just developing intellectually, we also want to be developing ourselves both ethically and socially, and community engaged learning can help with that. And then, as kind of my sales plug, you should understand, especially those of you who are going to professional school, but also the rest of you as well, that you are going to be better in your career if you practice making an impact via community engaged learning now, right? Practice makes perfect. You can't just say, oh, I want to help people in the future. Now is the time to put that in practice and to learn from these types of experiences. What types of assignments are there in this class that relate to community engaged learning? So there are 5 total throughout the semester. At the beginning of the semester, you'll have 1 service learning assessment survey, community engaged learning. I need to change that language. And then also at the beginning of the semester, 1 reflective essay. And then again at the end of the semester, an assessment survey as well as a reflective essay. So 2 assessment surveys and 2 reflective essays. Just do them. And then the 5th assignment is the actual service itself, and that is expected to be 10 hours total throughout the semester. So hopefully, we have like 14 weeks in the semester before we move to dead week and exam week. I think 10 hours, it's about 1 hour a week spread across the bulk of the semester, should be doable and manageable. Next up, let's dive a little bit deeper into the mission of Detroit Mercy and why community engaged learning makes sense at an institution like this.